In this video, I'll be sharing with you a simple tutorial on how to cut a beginner-friendly corset back pattern. If this is something you like, kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. So let's dive right into today's video. Now to start, we're going to mark out all our measurements we need for the back. You need the shoulder to bust, shoulder to waistline, and then add the blouse length you're going to use. I'm adding 5 inches for my blouse length, which can also pass for an inbuilt corset. So I'll just go ahead to mark all these measurements out and then draw out a straight line. After marking out these lines, I will go ahead to label it. So the first line we have here is that of the shoulder to bust. This is the shoulder to waistline for the back, and add or mark your blouse length. Next, I'll mark the shoulder divided by 2. If you're adding a sleeve, you can go ahead to add ½ inch. From there, I'll come down by 1 inch. After marking this, the next step is to mark a basic neckline of 3 inches, and from your shoulder slope of 1 inch, you're going to connect to the neckline. The next step is to find your chest line, and to find your chest line is your bust round circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch. Make a mark at that point to indicate that is my chest line, and draw out a straight line to indicate my chest line. Now I'll mark the same measurement I have on the shoulder on the chest line, place my ruler and draw a straight line connecting. I'll divide the armhole into 2, then come out by ½ inch there. On the chest line, I'll mark the bust circumference divided by 4. Now I'll connect this all the way up, and from the midpoint, I'll connect it back to the chest line of my pattern. From the neckline area, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches, and I'll place my curve drill to connect this. Now after marking at this point, come down to the bust area, and I'll start by marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches, which I'll connect from the bust to the blouse length. Now I'll mark ½ inch on both sides. Go ahead to place my ruler, and I'll be connecting this all the way up and also connecting at the other side. Now I'll extend my dart towards the lower part. For the dart extension at the lower part, you can extend it to 4 to 5 inches. Start marking my measurement. I'll mark the bust circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. Mark the waist circumference divided by 4 to measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark the hip circumference divided by 4 and add my sewing allowance. After marking this, go ahead to place your ruler to connect from the bust to the waist and from the waist to the blouse length. From the neckline area, I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches, and I'll place my curve drill, connect from the neckline to the nipple to nipple point. Now let's mark the opening at the back for the lacing. I'm using 1.5 inches. You can use 2 inches, 2.5. This totally depends on what you want to use, right? And I'll go ahead to place my ruler to draw out a straight line at this part, all the way going down. So after I'm done marking at this point, I'm going to go ahead to come down by 3 inches from the waistline, and I'll connect this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. So this is the hemline of my blouse, and it's a basic hemline. You can use any design. You can even do an asymmetric shape. I'll come up by ½ inch and come down by ½ inch at the chest line, and connect this and also connect at the lower part. We are tightening our yoke and also the lower part to avoid gaping and to also avoid the lacing bar from popping up while you're putting on the dress. Now this is what we have at this point. Next step I'll take is to go ahead to cut out this pattern, and after cutting it out, we are done drafting for today's tutorial. If you have any question, please kindly go ahead to ask your question, and I'll go ahead to cut out this dart, and you'll be joining it together to form the back pattern.